host. None before me, none to come. The only one, Mr. Money ain't mandatory, but manhood is. Jabbar, Lance, Brown, the 6-foot giant reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Huh? Hello. Hello. You understand? Always an honor and a pleasure when I get another opportunity to come back and fellowship with the family, man. You know? It's always an enjoyment for me. You dig what I'm saying, man? When I get a chance to just come back and, you know, continue the campaign. You understand? On the Manhood Mentor Show, man, you dig what I'm saying? You can actually start looking at some of these lessons, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, like home training, you know? Because, man, what I realize is this, man, so many of us have not received home training. See, back in my day when we was growing up, we used to get that. See, we used to get home training in the home because the home training was designed to train you how you should act outside of the home. Hello, but see, nowadays we don't get home training no more because mom or dad ain't in the home. So mom and dad outside of the home with youngster, and now when everybody outside of the home, nobody can catch up with each other. And part of nobody catching up with each other got everybody communicating through the phone, but you can't really, you got to manage your home from inside the home. Hello, you got to manage your home from inside the home. You dig what I'm saying? And you get trained in the home how you should act outside of the home. You understand? Yeah, man, look, we appreciate all of the support. Continue to like, share, and subscribe to the content. Continue to forward the content out to any and everybody who you know can benefit from the lessons and from the information. You understand? We've been having a great time, y'all. You know, without further ado, you know, today's lesson, the good night. Yes, sir, the good night. You know, what does it mean? You dig what I'm saying? I know when you see that piece right there, the good night, you thinking about a chessboard, a chess piece. Some people thinking, man, I ain't a knight, I'm a king, man. Listen, man, you know, all you got to do is listen, man. I'm going to provide some clarity for you. Truth and clarity, that's what you're going to always get. Listen, man, I know you a king at heart. You dig what I'm saying? I know you in a position of king. As a man, you should be in a position of king. Pay attention, man. You know, see, this is why you got 2 eyes, 2 ears, and 1 mouth. You understand? Because you should be doing twice the observation and less the conversation. Hello, you should be doing twice the observation with your eyes and ears and less the conversation with your mouth. Pay attention, man. I know you in a position of king, but you should still be a good knight at heart. Hello, you should still be a good, listen to me, man. You should still possess the qualities of a good knight. Why? Because you should be trained for battle. Hello, you should be trained for battle. You understand? Yeah, man, you know, the good night. See, we just did the previous episode, you know. The Real Man Recipe been catching fire too, y'all. It's been catching fire. They loving it. They loving it, man. Make sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe to the content. Make sure that you forward that last lesson out to everybody that you know needs to get a better understanding on what a real man is. Forward it out to everybody who can benefit from it. The Real Man Recipe been catching fire. They've been loving the perspective on what we doing over here at the Manhood Mentor. They've been loving the perspective. Now we carrying on to the good night. You understand? Now see, what I discovered is this here, man, right? See, us as men, we have to have substance, okay? We have to have substance, and that's a big issue in the game right now, in the whereas we have too many empty vessels. So you got a full-grown man and or a young man who's in his development who wants to be a full-grown man at some point. He still knows that he has a deficiency within himself when it's time for him to execute certain things and carry himself a certain way and proceed forward to achieve a certain result, and he don't have the skills or the skill set or the qualities to make that a reality. And if he has anybody around him that's an adult or an older man who can't teach him that, shame on you. And shame on you if you know that you can't teach him that and you're not learning how to do it for yourself, or you're not leading him in the direction of somebody who can help him. Have no fear, you know. Have no fear, man, because we're going to help you over here. Have no fear, we're going to help you over here. Lead them over here. You should come over here too if you know that you don't know the right things to teach the young brother, because that's all we want to do. See, we want to instill leadership and empowerment and education and edification and upliftment back into the man. Hello, back into the man. See, man, you can't walk around with your head down acting like you don't see what's happening. That's fear. Get the fear out your heart, man. Like our brother James Brown say, he say, man, you ain't got to give me nothing. Open up the door and I get it myself. When Martin Luther King said the only way a man can ride your back is if you bending over for him. Woo! See, the lessons and the rules in the game is already here, but see, you got to be reintroduced to it. And I got to reintroduce you to you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello. Yes, sir. See, I got to reintroduce you to you. I got to reintroduce you to your ability and to your capability. The good night. Hello, the good night, man. The good night. You understand? Yeah, the good night. See, it ain't good to be bad. Don't let them people twist your mind around, man. It ain't good to be bad. Who told you that? It's good to be good. You dig what I'm saying? It's good to be good, man. It's good to be great. You good, bro? You good, family? You see that? It's good, right? You want to make sure that the man good. Don't let them twist your mind like it's good to be bad. No, it's good to be good. Hello. It's good to be good, man. You know? Yeah, man, the good night. What we talking about, man? The good night. Now, see, originally, a knight, right? When you think about a knight, you think about a soldier. He got the armor on. He got the joust, the sword. He might be on a horse. He got the shield. You dig what I'm saying? Like that concept in your mind, when you think about knight, even as a chess piece, right? You already know that the knight is a part of an army of some sort, right? See, manhood is a culture. Manhood is a community. Manhood is an army. Hello, manhood is no one man that commands the whole army of manhood, see? So even though you're a king in position, right? When you're talking about being a good knight, we're talking about adopting the qualities and the characteristics of what the knight is supposed to represent. Hello, you understand? We're talking about adopting the qualities and the characteristics of what a knight is supposed to represent. You understand? You should always be prepared for battle and see, you know, as usual, it don't take me long to take off, fly high, and land my plane. See, I'm going to be with you for a short time and not a long time, man, you know? It don't take me long to get down to business because I know y'all got stuff to do, and so do we. You understand? See, originally, a knight was a person born of noble birth, right? A knight was a person born of a noble birth and trained for battle. You understand? Now, you got to look at this here, right? Because we got far too many people and examples in the culture, in the community of self-deprecating behavior, right? Of self-sabotaging behavior. Behavior displaying that people really don't care about themselves, or you don't care about your family name, your legacy, or your reputation. As a man, you should never represent yourself in that way. You understand? You should never allow yourself to be mishandled in a way and to have your position and your authority extracted from you and have you to be denigrated in the public eye or period. Why? Because what that does is it castrates you, right? It emasculates you. It takes your position in a way. It takes your authority away. You understand? You should never allow that to happen to yourself. This is why when you're looking at one of the first definitions of the word knight, it says originally a person of a noble birth. What is a noble birth? Okay, what is a noble birth, right? The word noble means to have dignity. So a person of birth with dignity, right? The word noble means illustrious, grand, imposing, or magnificent. So this person was already born to be illustrious, grand meaning big, imposing meaning having authority, and magnificent, right? He was already born to do that. That's you, that's me. You understand? See, we got to recreate the self-image and reestablish a high level of self-respect so that you carry this stuff in your mind and in your heart. And when you come out in the public and they try to push you down and they try to push you around, you don't allow that. We talked about this already. You never allow that, man, right? The word noble also means of a superior kind or quality. Woo! Of superior kind or quality. So you was born to be of a superior kind and or quality. Hello. Hello, that's what the word knight means. Originally a person of noble birth. So all of these things you were already born to be and you were already born to possess. A man belonging to an order or brotherhood. What order or brotherhood are you belonging to? You belonging to the order or the brotherhood of men. You belonging to the culture of manhood and the order and brotherhood of men. You understand? So this is the mindset of you having a community to be able to lock arms with your brother, work together for one common goal. And then it also says a defender, champion, or zealous upholder of a cause or a principle. Okay, so what's the cause or the principle, or what activity are you champion of, right? You champion of this thing called manhood, and you champion of creating, preserving, and protecting and progressing your legacy. See, that's your principle. That's your cause. Your cause and your principle that you're here for is to advance your legacy amongst the brotherhood of, along with the brotherhood of manhood, and for you to set the right example for the community and for the culture that you reflect and that you come from. Hello. Hello. You see how we did that? We tied all that in together to what the word knight is, right? A person of a noble birth. We got to get back to having pride and dignity and self-respect, man. Right? We got to get back to that, you know? And we're not going to allow the youngsters to continue to look at other examples and wrong examples and think that it's all right to do that and be that, because it's not. Because it's not. And see, even if they don't want to do that and be that, it's not enough for us. It's not enough for us opposing that behavior and opposing that activity for them to show them you don't want to do that, because that's not going to allow you to be the best version of yourself. So now that we got that out the way, hello, now that we got that out the way, you understand me? The good night. That's what we're talking about, the good night, man. Who is the good night? The good night is you. See, the good night is you and your heart. You dig what I'm saying? We all heard that terminology, knight in shining armor. Now, you thinking about a woman. You thinking about a woman being her knight in shining armor, showing up, saving the day for her. No, the good night, you got to show up and say the day for you first. Hello, you got to show up and say the day for yourself first. Show up and say the day for your family first. You understand? Show up and say the day for your legacy and for your reputation. Show up and say the day for you first. Listen to me, man. How much time do you really think you have to become the man of your own dreams? Yes, sir. How much time you think you got for you to become the man of your own dreams? You trying to become the man of her dreams. No, become the man of your own dreams. You had dreams when you was young, when you wanted to play football, basketball. You dig what I'm saying? When you want to be an actor, you want to be a skateboarder. You dig what I'm saying? You wanted to fly planes. You wanted to fly helicopters. You wanted to be a race car driver. What was the dream? Now you grown. Now you done got big. Now you done grew up. Now you done just threw the dream out the window. No, you become the man of your own dreams. Hello, you become your own knight in shining armor. Hello, you got to save yourself first before you can save somebody else. Hello, if somebody drowning, you going to jump in the pool, can't swim, no air tank on, no life vest on. You going to jump in the pool to try to save them and you can't swim neither? Boy, that's cold. Boy, that's cold, man. Save yourself. Save yourself first, you understand? Become your own knight in shining armor, the good night. Hello, the good night, man, you know. And as usual, man, don't take me long to take off, fly high, and land my plane. Noble man, that's you. The noble man, you understand? We just broke down with the word noble. Noble is having dignity or eminence. Illustrious, grand, imposing, or magnificent. Magnificent man, that's you. You understand? Illustrious man, that's you. Imposing man, that's you. Huh? Grand man, that's you. You understand? You understand? See, I got to reintroduce you to you, man. It says of superior quality or kind. Superior man, that's you. The good knight, that's you. You understand? Be a knight in shining armor for yourself. You understand me? Yeah. Yeah, man. Become the man of your own dreams first. Hello. And how do you do that? Let's get into it. Let's get into it, fellas. How do you do that? How do you become the man of your own dreams and become your own knight in shining armor first, so that everywhere you show up, you getting the proper reception? Everywhere you show up, you being held in high regard. Everywhere you show up, you having the outcome and the results displayed towards you that you want. Everywhere you show up, things is going your way. See, things go my way. Things go my way because I know certain stuff. You understand? That's why things go my way, and I'm teaching you what I know. Hello, I'm teaching you what I know. I'm here for you now. You understand me? See, I've been blessed and fortunate and highly favored to survive the game in the way that I have. And it's only right that because I have a sense of brotherhood, right? Because I have noble man qualities, that I come back for the family and fellowship with the family and show what I know. It's only right. For the men who know that they want to be better, for the men who know that they want to be the man of their own dreams first. Hello, who you wanted to be first, who you wanted to be. It ain't about who your wife wanted you to be or who your girl wanted you to be or who your daughter or your son wanted you to be or who your mother and your father wanted you to be. Who you wanted to be first. right? Who was the man in your dream that you wanted to be when you grew up? Are you that man today? Are you that man today? Right? And for the young brothers who still growing up, this is what we doing this for. See, we doing it for you because now you're going to have the ingredients, just like the real man recipe. You're going to have the ingredients to be a good knight in your heart. See, the good knight always understands what the mission and what his purpose is. You understand? And the good knight knows that it's ingredients and skills and qualities and attributes that he must possess in order to be good, in order to be noble. Hello. Hello. See, the world shouldn't control you. You should control the world. Woo! Woo! I just said something, man. I just said something. The world should not control you. You should control the world. Be ye transformed by renewing of your mind. Be in the world, but not of the world. Why? Because the world that you in should always be in your mind and in your heart. See, everything you see was created twice. Once in your mind and in your third eye, and then twice outside of your mind in front of your two eyes. Nothing is created without first it being created in your mind. See, we created second when we created outside of the mind. We created first in the mind when we think. Come on, y'all. Hello. Hello. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, man. I'm always excited. I'm always excited to fellowship with the family, man. We're going to get into it, y'all. The characteristics of a good knight. See, this is what you got to adopt for yourself. See, listen, man. Every man got to have a set of principles. Every man got to have a set of principles and characteristics that he adopts for himself, and then you shape your personality around so that what this does is this creates your reputation, and this creates your character. Hello, this creates your character. The characteristics that people know you for, right? And the stronger your characteristics and the stronger your reputation, then the world gonna start to respond to you in a positive way. So now, without further ado, right, the first one, okay? We got the first characteristic of the good knight. Be a good knight in your heart, man. You know, be a good knight in your mind. You understand? We know you got the position of king. We know you got the position of king. You understand? But why do you think that it's a process before you lead up to being king? And see, so many young brothers don't have their father around who's supposed to have been the original king to show them how to grow up to be a king. Hello, even with being a knight, it's the king who knight the knight. Hello, it's the king who knight the knight, because the knight is watching the king the whole time. But you gotta have the qualities and the characteristics of the good knight. Hello, you gotta have the qualities and the characteristics of the good knight. The first one is trustworthiness. Trustworthiness, right? Trustworthiness says the trait, it says the trait of deserving trust and confidence. The trait of deserving trust and confidence. Okay, how do you have trustworthiness, right? You got to be reliable. That's how you develop trustworthiness. You got to be reliable, right? Stop putting your word on stuff that you're not following through with. Hello, that's the number one thing right there. Stop putting your word on something that you're not following through with. What they used to say, my word is my bond, my yes is my yes, and my no is my no. Point blank, period, bottom line. Be consistent with your word. Be reliable with your word. If you tell a person that you're going to help them move, help them move. You understand? If you tell a person that you're going to come through for them later on, come through for them later on. If you tell a person that you're going to loan them some money, listen, stop loaning money that you want to get back. Okay? If you can't afford, if a person calls you and asks you for $100 and they say they want to borrow $100, if you know that you can't afford for them to keep the 100, you say, look, man, I don't have 100 to loan you because I can't afford not to get it back. I'm not saying that you're not going to pay me back, but what I'm saying is I can't afford not to get it back. So I would rather give you something that I don't need to get back. So I can't loan you 100, but I can give you 50. I can't loan you 100, but I can give you 40. Well, I need the other 60, man, but you got to get the other 60 from somebody else. I'm going to give you 40, but you don't got to even pay me the 40 back. Trustworthy, I still gave you something, and I didn't put you or me in a position for neither one of us to be unreliable. You understand? Trustworthiness, the trait of deserving trust and confidence. Hello, right? People got confidence that they can trust you. Why? Because your word is reliable. You understand? Your behaviors and your actions are lining up with each other. Hello, tell people no and mean it. Stop telling people yes about something that you know you don't want to do and something that you know you're not going to be with. Hello, stop telling them yes about something even though it's small, and then when you don't do it, and then when you ain't really with that, the people looking at you like, Funny style. See, all of that little stuff builds up to you being untrustworthy in the eyes of people. I'm trying to help you right now, fella. I'm trying to help the men right now. You got to develop trustworthy characteristics. Hello, and the number one way that you become trustworthy is to be reliable. When a person tell you something, hold that. You ain't got to be so in a rush to go and gossip and tell somebody else's business. Stop it, because all that's doing is bringing down your value. You understand? It's bringing down your trustworthiness in the eyes of the person that you rolling over on like that. Hello, man, we got to get too many alligators, man. We got the alligators out here, man, on the land. They get some information, and then they rolling over on you, man. You understand? Man, you got to stop rolling over on people. And I'm going to tell you, listen, man, the two-letter word no, man, is one of your best friends. It's one of your best friends. See, the reason that a lot of people don't develop trustworthiness is because they say yeah when they really want to say no. Woo! Woo! Man, I'm on one. I'm on one. I'm on one, man. I'm on one. You know it. The reason why so many people don't develop trustworthiness with the people that they engaging with is because you saying yeah when you really want to say no. Say no. Say no. See, no is going to help you establish your trustworthiness. Say no to them and say yes to you. Say no to them because you know that I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to honor that commitment, and I really ain't feeling that. Say no so that you can develop trustworthiness with yourself first. You develop reliability with yourself first, and then they'll see the consistency in you, whether yes or no, that this person can be trusted because I know who they are. Hello, moving on, right? One of the second qualities or characteristics of a good knight is respect, right? Respect is the state of being regarded with honor or esteem. The state of being regarded with honor or esteem. That's why they call it self-esteem, because it's your regard for yourself. Hello, this is why they call it self-esteem, because it's the regard or honor you have for yourself. Self-respect is the regard or honor you got for yourself. So in turn, they say you got to give respect in order to get respect. Okay, so what does this mean? This means that if you're a good knight in your heart and you already know that you got the ability and capability to be, do, and have whatever you want, and to basically move around this whole board, this whole earth, because the earth is your turf, you moving around. Listen, man. I do this for the young man so that he can adopt these qualities and principles at a young age and realize he don't have no boundaries on him. The young man don't have no boundaries on him, and the older man don't have none on him except for the ones that he self-imposed. And we destroying all that. You understand? You got to give respect in order to get respect. So you give honor and esteem to the next person, and then they got to reciprocate that. Now, for the people who say, man, well, you can respect somebody who don't respect you. Yeah, that's true, but that's not a relationship that you even got to participate in. And it's much easier to reestablish a standard of respect when you holding the line. Hello, it's much easier to reestablish a standard of respect between you and whatever person, people, or environments that you're in if you holding the line and you displaying respect. Why? Because now it goes back to trustworthiness. You become more reliable in respecting people, and you become more trustworthy in holding your own standard of respect, and people can't deny that. Hello, and people can't deny that. See, we got to get back to some home training, man. We got to get back to the home training, man. You know? See, you got to get trained in the home how to act outside of the home. So when you leave outside of the home, you should have trustworthiness within yourself. You should have reliability within yourself. Your words should be reliable. When you leave outside of the home, you should have respect. You should have honor and esteem for yourself, so much so that you can extend that to somebody else, and now you set the standard for the relationship that you and that person going to have. Hello, moving on. Responsibility. You know, responsibility. The good knight, the noble man. The noble man. Hello, the noble man. That's what we're talking about, man. You know, the noble man, you know. The good knight is the noble man, having dignity or eminence, illustrious, grand, imposing, or magnificent, of superior quality or kind and excellent. That's the noble man. That's you. You see, you the noble man. I'm the noble man. You understand? The noble man. You dig what I'm saying? The good knight. You dig what I'm saying? The third quality or characteristic on our list, we talking about responsibility. Now, responsibility is the ability or authority to act or decide on one's own without supervision. This is critically important to manhood. This is critically important to manhood, fellas. Responsibility, the ability or authority to act or decide on one's own without supervision. Why is this critically important? This is critically important because you as a man should, in essence, be able to execute things independent so that the codependency has no control over you. Hello, you as a man should be able to execute things within independence so that the codependence has no control over you and so that you display good leadership qualities. Hello, leadership is an individual thing. You lead yourself so well that now you can invite and adopt others to lead alongside of you or to lead with you. You got to learn to lead yourself first, right? What is your sense of responsibility? Your sense of responsibility is derived from what your mission is and what your plan is. Your sense of responsibility is derived from what your world is. You understand? And what you have in your world that you have authority and control over. What you have in your world that you have supervision over. Your kids, you got supervision over. Your lady, you got supervision over. Your home, your car, the position on your job, your schoolwork, your homework, your schedule that you got for your after school activities. Hello, your money, you understand, your credit, you understand, the maintenance on your car, the maintenance on your investment properties, all of these things you got responsibility over, right? The ability or authority to act or decide on one's own. All of these things you have the ability and the authority to act over, right? To instill structure and order over these things. Responsibility is always something to do. Right? It's always something to be responsible for, and it's always something to be responsible over as a man. You understand? See, we got to relish in the opportunity to display our responsibility. Why? Because this sets you apart from other people. Hello, this sets you apart from the competition. This sets you apart from your peer group. We always said the measure of a man is in direct relationship to the amount of responsibility that he assumes. We always said that. Hello, we always said that. You understand? Moving on to the next characteristic or quality of the good knight, of the noble man. You understand? See, this is how you become a noble man. This is how you become illustrious, grand, imposing, and magnificent. This is how you become of superior quality or kind. This is how you become excellent. This is how you become a noble man, by adopting these characteristics and putting them into your lifestyle. See, I told you, man is the first iPhone. Hello, woo! Man is the first iPhone. Why? Because we all got the same brain, but the person that we have developed into is a direct relationship to what we've downloaded into our mind. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I ain't come to play with you, man. You know, see, I ain't come to play with you, man, because the people that we playing against ain't playing with us. Hello, man is the first iPhone. Yeah, we the first iPhone. We the first everything. Ain't nothing come to this place without us creating it. Yeah, and we ain't talking about what the Lord did. We know what he did. Everything else you see aside from what he did, we did. Hello, everything else you see aside from what he did, we did. Hello, you understand me? Yeah, man. We got to get back to business, man. We got to get back to business, fellas. I love it, man. You know, the next characteristic or quality in the conjunction of becoming a noble man. We talking about fairness, okay? Now see, this one right here is critically important. Having fairness allows people to develop trustworthiness in you and in your word. This is critically important, man. This is critically important, y'all. Fairness is critically important. And listen to me, this ain't even the last one, but you got to develop fairness because this is how people develop trustworthiness in your word, and this is how they develop respect for you. See how the other two already started all right in alignment, though? We started off with trustworthiness, we then went to respect, then we went to responsibility, now we on fairness. You got to have the other two already in your bowl before you start mixing it up to even derive fairness from that. So the word fairness means the ability to make judgment free from discrimination or dishonesty. Hello, you see that? The ability to make a judgment free from discrimination or dishonesty. So basically what it's saying is this. In all circumstances, in order to be fair, you can't come into it with a predisposed discrimination against the person or the circumstance. You got to hear the facts out. You got to see what the circumstance entails. You got to look at it from a holistic perspective, and then you make a judgment based on honesty and based on the details of the circumstance. Fairness. You got to be fair. It means non-discriminatory means to be impartial. You understand? This is why when you see that statue, the Lady Justice, what's her name? The Statue of Justice? Nah. Okay, the Statue of Liberty is one. But then the lady that's in front of the Justice Department building, where she got the blindfold on, right? The example that it's really trying to show you is she don't make a judgment based on what she see, no discrimination. She make a judgment based on what she hear, and then she holding these two things like this, the two scales for like the Libra. Okay, so she basically saying, I don't see justice is blind. That's what they say. I don't see no color or nothing visually that's going to cause me to make a decision. It's about what I hear. I got to hear the truth, and then I make a determination, either left or right, because it's non-discriminatory. That's what the example is supposed to mean. That's supposed to be an example of fairness. So you having that same principle, that same characteristic, you're supposed to be able to assess all circumstances from an impartial perspective, from an impartial seat, from a non-discriminatory way, and then you exercise that with honesty. With honesty. We already talked about honor in the real man recipe. You understand? See, we making men over here. Yeah, make men men again. Hello, they talking about make America great again. Listen to me, man. In order to make America great again, you can make men men again. Hello. Hello. Yes, sir. I know I ain't talking to myself, man. I know I ain't talking to me. You know, I'm talking to you and me. I'm talking to you and me. You understand? In order to make America great again, you got to make men men again. That's what's wrong. Don't nobody want to be a man no more. Everybody want to be everything other than a man. You want to be a D-boy. You want to be a trap star. You want to be, you know, slime. You want to be squad. You want to be fool. You want to be, now listen, man, I know we make culture out of thin air. I get that. Be a man first. Be a man first and show that off first. I ain't tearing nobody down. Be a man first and show that off first. See, the more of a man you become, the more of a man you want to be. You don't even want to be all that other stuff. Hello. Hello. The more of a man you want to be, you don't even want to be all that other stuff. You understand? Yeah, be a man. Make men men again. That's what we talking about doing, man. You know? Trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, and fairness. You understand? You put those four ingredients together, now you're well on your way to being a noble man. What's a noble man? Having dignity or eminence, illustrious, grand, imposing, and magnificent, of superior quality or kind. Do you know what superior mean? Huh? Superior at the top. You understand? Excellent. You know what excellent mean when you used to get your paper back in school? You understand? Even if they put an A on there, okay, yeah, I got an A, but when they put excellent on there, you know that was a little bit high. That's almost like getting an A plus. You understand? That's almost like getting an A plus. That's you, noble man. See, you think it's a game. See, listen, man, words got wings. See, words is designed to take you to a place that you can't go without them. Hello, how many of us, listen to me, man, how many of us just need to hear the right thing to do even though we know it? Yes, sir. How many of us need to hear the right thing to do even though we know it, but when you hear it, it takes your mind and your creativity to a whole nother level in the game. You understand? Yes, sir. Noble man, that's what we talking about, man. Moving on to the next quality or characteristic, right? It's called caring. You gotta care. Stop taking this I don't care attitude, you know? Stop taking an I don't care attitude, because what that does is it shows a disregard for responsibility, one of the characteristics that we touched on, and it shows that you're going to have trouble with receiving respect because you don't have the right level of respect for yourself. Stop taking the I don't care attitude. Listen to me. This is one I struggled with when I was young, right? My mother used to always say, Jabbar, stop acting like you don't care, right? And that was a defense mechanism for me. When things didn't happen the way I wanted them to, I would take this I don't care attitude, right? And I was young. I was still in my growth and development at the time. And I'm not saying that you should care about the opinions of others and you should care about any and everything all the time. What the word means is feeling or exhibiting concern and or empathy for others, right? So it is certain things that you should disregard because they have no importance to you. But when it comes to other people and the people that you're responsible for and the outcomes that they are experiencing as a result of your display of responsibility, of your display of fairness, of your display of trustworthiness, of your display of self-respect, you should care. Why? Because you're responsible. Hello, you responsible. Ain't that what the Lord said? When he was looking for Adam in the garden, he ain't called Eve, he called Adam. Why? Because Adam was responsible. Hello, see, I got to tie all this in for you because it's already in your heart. Now we got to get it in your mind. See, your spirit and your heart is in the same area. See, it's already in your heart because that's how you hardwire, but your mind is deprogrammed. Your mind ain't programmed on the right thing. And see, I got to come and reprogram your mind and hit you with the joystick. See, I got to come and rewire your brain. Hello, I got to come and rewire your brain, man, so that you back thinking the right way. So that you back thinking about yourself the right way. See, that's the thing. See, the world and the media got you thinking that you don't matter. You matter. You matter, man. We need you. I need you. Hello, I need you too, champ. Yeah, see, this manhood thing is a culture. It's a brotherhood. Ain't that what we said? It's a brotherhood, right? So I need you too. I'm just doing my part. You a noble man. I'm a noble man. And if you're not, I'm giving you the ingredients on how you become one. What is a noble man? See, you thinking that it's about that piece right there. That what you think. You like, nah, that ain't me. I ain't the knight. I'm a king. Check this out, king. Check this out. Right. You need to become a noble man. You need to be a noble man even as a king. Yeah, what is noble? Having dignity or eminence. Look it up. See, I ain't got to talk to you in third grade language. I ain't got to dumb nothing down for you. Hello. See, that's what's wrong. Too many people acting dumb. That's what's wrong. Too many people want things dumbed down for them because they don't want to work no more. That's what's wrong. We ain't on that. Yeah, we ain't on that. Yeah, and we ain't putting you down. Yeah, we picking you up. Hello, we picking you up. Right, if you know that it's qualities and characteristics that you have that are unbecoming of you, that you're not even satisfied with, you should change it. And I'm giving you the invitation to do so. See, some people just need to hear invitation. Some people just need to know that it's all right to be smart. You understand? It's all right to be smart. It's all right to go look up a word. You understand? It's all right to use different language and different vocabulary. It's all right to present yourself as an adult. You ain't got to be young this and lure this and baby that. You ain't got to be all that. You grown, right? Hello, you grown, right? And even for the youngsters, this is not where you stay. Where you started ain't where you stay. When you're 12 years old, you should be already acting like you're 13. When you're 13, you should be acting like you're 14. When you're 14, you should be acting like you're 15. When you're 15, you should be acting like you're 16. Why? Because it keeps you ahead of the game. Woo! Woo! See, the penalty is when you of a certain age and you acting less than your age. See, when you're 25 and you acting like you're 18 again. When you're 24, you acting like you're 17 again. When you're 23 and you acting like you're 16 again. That's the penalty. Ain't no penalty for acting above your age. Why? Because it shows that you are in tune with the constant cycle of life, growth, and development. Hello, anything that's going to grow is going to change. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I love it, man. I love it, man. The good night. You understand? See, that's you, man. See, you the good night. You dig what I'm saying? You the good night. See, you the noble man. You the noble man you supposed to be. Yes, sir, you supposed to be. Hello, you supposed to be, man. You know, you got to care, man. You got to care about yourself first. Care about your own display of trustworthiness. Care about your own level of self-respect. Care about your own adherence to responsibility. You responsible. Care about your own. Listen, man, this is how weeds grow in your garden is because you leave it unattended. Woo! Woo! This is how weeds grow in the garden of your mind because you leave your mind unattended. Huh? And then the people online, on the TV, on the radio, on the CD, on the video game, on Twitch, and all of these other places that they just yanking your attention. They yanking your attention and they throwing dirt and weeds and all type of trash in your garden, and then your mind is corroding and deteriorating itself, and now you don't know why. I'm telling you why, because you're not caring enough to create boundaries around yourself that keeps you empowered, edified, uplifted, and educated. Yes, sir. Moving on to the last one on the list. Man, I'm loving it, man. I'm enjoying myself. Want to thank everybody for tuning in. You understand me? Want to thank everybody for tuning in. Now we're talking about citizenship, right? The good knight, the noble man. These are the qualities and the ingredients to become a noble man. You know, to become the good knight. See, you got to be your own knight in shining armor. You got to grow up and be your own knight in shining armor. You think that your whole duty and purpose is to be a knight in shining armor for the woman? You got to be your own knight in shining armor. Come and say today for yourself. Hello, come and say today for you, man. You know, when you say you, then you can say the world. Hello, when you say you first, then you can save everybody else, man. Citizenship, what is citizenship? Most people hear that word, they think of United States citizen. Right? Do you got United States citizenship? Okay. What do the word mean? A membership in a community. A membership in a community, so the people of the United States of America are a community. Got you. So you need citizenship to reside in the United States of America and receive full benefit that the country has to offer its citizens, its members. You as a noble man should already have a sense of citizenship for the fraternity of manhood, right? Men respect men. A man out with his lady, respect that. You got me? Man out, got his mother and his father with him, elders, respect that. Let that man pass. You understand? Man got his kids with him, man got his little son, his little daughter with him, let that pass. Even if you get into a disagreement with the man, out of respect for the man having other people with him, you get that man the respect that he deserves, and he gonna reciprocate that to you. You should always be in control of how you present yourself and how you manage encounters and interaction with other men. Why? Because you have a sense of citizenship. Huh? See, you got a sense of membership into the community. See, he may not have the same mindset that you have about manhood, but when you show him, right, when you show him your level of citizenship, when you show him your level of esteem for yourself, when you show him your level of respect and regard, now you're going to raise his level. See, we got to get back to being leaders. We got to get back to leading by example. Hello, we got to get back to leading by example, man. You can't possibly think that all the heroes that's ever been created is already dead and gone. You can't possibly think that all the prophets and all the heroes of the Bible is dead and gone as if the world not continuing to turn every day and chapters not being written every day in history. Yeah, I'm going to be in history somewhere one day, and you are too. Hopefully you be on the right side of it, because I know what side of it I'm going to be on. Hello, I know what side of it I'm going to be on. You understand? And we all got that power to rewrite our script and to write our chapters and what history going to say, but we all got that power. You understand? We all got that power, but you got to adopt the sense of citizenship. You got to adopt the sense of membership into this community called manhood. Huh? Make men men again. Make men men again. Yeah. Where your responsibility at, man? You know? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Where your responsibility at, man? You know? You got to take charge of your life and your lifestyle, man. You dig what I'm saying? So that's my time, y'all. Look, it's always an honor and a pleasure. The good night, the noble man. The noble man, you understand? Yeah, man, we making men men again over here, man, you know, and always remember this, man. I'm the one who tell you get your mind right, then you get your grind right, then you get your shine right, then you end up in the limelight, right? You know, first you got to grow up. Yeah, then you got to show up, then you got to blow up. Until the next time, huh? Hello.